What's up,
guys?
poopers and farters? It's your boy Disuko Flips, joined here with my husband.
Yeah, my very gay version of Brandon Baker.
Will Hirsch. Gay.
Buy a shirt.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. We've never met them before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love you, Will.
I love men. Okay, anyways, in this video, we are going to be reviewing Ethan's brand new Triton V2, which is in this little box here, so I guess we shall start with the unboxing experience.
Alright, so with the unboxing. So it starts out in this, very nice box. It is a great improvement over the other Squid boxes we've gotten in the past. Yeah, so this is the old, like, 2019, 2018 box. And then this is the standard box that Squiddy's coming now. It's just a dinky little cardboard thing. Yep, this is the Squiddy U box. Yeah. They've started to come in these brand new boxes. The cool thing about these are they are reflective on three of the sides.
I'm reflective on three sides.
Do you have a very... And it's a great improvement because it's definitely a better type of cardboard. And then you just... Whoa! It does the thing! It's so cool, innovative, crazy. This is the standard sheet that most of them come in. My Squiddy normal came in the white version of the sheet. Pretty standard other than the new box.
Right, and then also something that Ethan got is this little spinny thing.
The spinny!
Little torque driver.
I can spin!
And a Squid Industries flight tag, so that was also something that Ethan got with his package. So now we're going to move on to our overall impressions, what we like, what we don't like, how many of them can I fit in my mouth.
I ordered the silver and black in this colorway, and I gotta say, at first I was a little disappointed because if you see it in a lot of cameras, like even now, look how white it looks. I was expecting it to be white and black, but turns out it's more of it is a lot more silver. It's a light silver, but it's silver. But it looks really good, and I'm also really impressed by the black finish. The grip of this thing is surprisingly insane. Originally, if you don't know, with the Triton V1, there's a few issues with it. People fucking hated it. It had no grip, no bitches, but they put lines all down each side of the handles, and it provides almost a crazy good amount of grip.
Alright, so, being that this isn't mine, I didn't get to experience the initial unboxing as Ethan did, but in his car, on our way to work, I was messing around with this. So my thoughts on it. The first thing I noticed that I was super kind of impressed with was how, like, good the milling on the parts are, which, I mean, you think would be a given, but previous to this, given that the only thing that I was flipping that is similar is this thing, this
that dinky boy.
This little Triton clone right here. But basically with a lot of like lower quality knives and clones like this one, the inside of like the cutouts, you can kind of see like little marks. So I'll put like that up on screen what it looks like. But the milling just really isn't that good. But with this thing, dude, so clean. Like these cutouts literally are insane.
I could pet this all day.
My main like first kind of critical point was the grip, because when I picked it up and I went to flip it, I couldn't do a fan because it kept sticking to my hand, and I was like, they weren't lying. That's some grip right there. It's like Gorilla Grip Triton going on.
They literally put Gorilla Glue on my Triton. What the fuck?
Yeah, but the grip definitely took getting used to. The finish is like super grippy, especially if my hands are like humid and it's like humid out. It's very like, it's really like sticky, which is kind of interesting.
Stick a song.
Yes. Anyways.
All right, so
flipping.
We're gonna move right. Flipping. I love flipping.
Flipping.
So we're gonna right onto the flipping here. So at first, it took me a little bit to get used to because I literally came from a piece of plastic with a little face on it. So this thing, I love it a lot, but there's a lot of things that I have trouble with, and that's mainly just getting it going. Like this thing,
I can't get it going, Ethan. The doctors prescribed me meds for that.
But honestly, it just takes a lot. Like, I really gotta get my hand moving and going. And it just kind of doesn't like certain tricks. Like, for example, the shortstop, it doesn't like to go through with it. That, on the other hand, we have no trouble hitting.
Literally, like, I can keep my arm completely still and just, like, go off with it. Like, it carries momentum so well. It's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. And that's partially due to it having a really stubby blade and really long handles. Now, it is smaller than most Bally, like, standard size Bally's. And it kind of feels like the chonk. It's very much a chonker.
A heckin' chonkaroonie.
Man, Lechonk from Pokemon?
Lechungus. I'm talking big old chunky chungish levels of chonk going on in this chungaroonie.
But yeah, it has this medium handle bias.
Now, we're gonna move on to the sound.
So durability. So it's a long-standing thing that everyone that kind of knows who's in the community, that the Triton V2 is a fucking tank. From this to the even to the V1, they have improved the durability greatly. A lot of issues people have with like the Makos, current Makos, and the previous Triton V1s is that it would bend. But for only $150, I am not scared to beat this thing into the ground, and it still flip great. Because honestly, the actual tolerances themselves on this knife are outstanding. The only thing I'm a little concerned about with the durability is the inked finish on this might wear off, and we'll get right into that.
So,
Squid Industries, fix your shit!
So, the tolerance is out of the box. From Ethan's point of view, he gets it out. You know, he's like, ooh, this is pretty cool. He does a sound test. No tap. He does a play test. Barely any play.
No play.
He does this once. On carpet. And all of a sudden...
Not that bad. This is over dramatic.
Yeah, it's dramatic. But literally two drops or so on carpet, and the thing had tap and play. And even more so, we noticed in the car, there was a little black line forming inside of the channel on the safe handle.
And I went, what?
What? It literally got blade rub. Second day he had it, barely any drops, only flipping it over carpet in wood. Like
that's so stupid.
It's ridiculous. And like, especially with the quality control issues that people have been having with the Nautiluses recently, it's clear that something's going on with
Something's
Squid.
wrong.
Because I feel like that is not normal. Now, I will say, we got home from work, we took this thing completely apart, cleaned out all the factory lube, Loctited it with Teflon tape, we retuned it, and we lubed it, and it sounds amazing now. Like,
my God.
This is great. Like, this
This is what it should come as.
This is what it should come as. But it's just the fact that you're paying $150 for this and it gets tap and play within a day with like barely any use. That's kind of concerning. Now, this is one of like the cheaper Squid Squid products.
It's the third cheapest, not including the Squiddies. It's the second cheapest in their lineup. It's like the mid-road. It was a little sad, to be honest.
Yeah, like disappointing. But like, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, after tuning it and lubing it, this thing is great.
My God, it
sounds great. First, like, flipping that and kind of having the sound be kind of like shink, 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 and having blade rub and tap, I was like, do I really want to buy a Mako, considering it's cheaper?
And it could be worse.
But, I mean, after we tuned it, after we lubed it, I'm hoping that it's just a fluke, and when I get my Mako, it will be decent. But, I mean, I guess I just know that all I have to do is take it apart and retune it and lube it, and it'll sound great again. Mm-hmm. But
granted, you really shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main thing. Is like, now it sounds good. It's great. But out of the box, if you're paying $150 and expecting something to be great, and it's just like slightly below great, it's kind of disappointing. But I mean, overall, we fixed it. We got it to sound good. So. Just minor gripe.
Well, the main reason why they have been having issues with this is because of their new loctiting process. They would have to go in, put it on the screws, screw it in by hand, and then tune it. Well, now, they send their screws off to another company that pre-loctites it, and all you have to do is you only have to screw it in, and then tune it, and you're done. But the issue is, it doesn't hold.
Like, it's definitely probably saving them money and definitely allowing them to make products faster.
Yeah, like, the amount of products they can release is literally insane.
Like, sometimes quantity over quality is good, but in the terms of, like, a high-end Balisong company where almost all of their products are over $100, like, you would expect it to be good.
But that's enough Squid Rant. Let's get some final thoughts in here.
Yes. It's definitely, like, the most high-quality feeling Balisong that I've ever flipped, which makes sense. This thing is great. I definitely am going to purchase something from Squid Industries in the future. I'm not doing clones anymore. This is just more, you know...
To get into it, because
I didn't have any money. But now, summer jobs started. I'll have money. Hoping to get some good Balisongs.
Yeah, some banger Balisongs.
Absolute bangers. Yeah.
So would I recommend the inked version for $150? That's a tough one. I think it looks amazing. I would maybe recommend the non-inked version, because $135 gives you a pretty standard washer experience that will hold up throughout your flipping career and could give you a few years before you can actually drop the money on an even better one. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. I will now chop the femboy up.